What do you want first? Would you rather look rich or be rich? My goal for you is to be rich first. That way you can look rich later. I want you to be rich, which requires you to look poor. It requires you to look broke, because now you got to sacrifice a nice car. You got to sacrifice a nice place to live. You got to sacrifice some nice things for a few years, maybe a decade. I call it a decade of sacrifice. But if you make that sacrifice for a decade, you're going to be able to build a whole new level of wealth. And now you can start living the much nicer lifestyle and not have to worry about the money. See, that requires you to look broke for a little while. But if you look broke and you continue to put that money into your investments, well, now you're going to be able to live the lifestyle that you want and not have to worry about the money. The alternative, which most people are doing, is I'd rather look rich today. Life is short. Let me use my money while I can. YOLO. Why not have the nice things? I want to have the money when I'm young. So now what do? You work hard to make money, and then you give the money to everybody else. You give the money to BMW, you give the money to Gucci, you give the money to whoever comes that gives you a cool stuff. Now you got all the nice things, but you got no wealth to show for it. But now you got to keep spinning your wheels. You got to keep working to get paid, to keep living that lifestyle, to keep maintaining that lifestyle, to keep living that fake rich lifestyle, and you never get a break. And now every time you get paid a little bit more, you hope that you can start investing. But then what do? You got to show it off because you're living that game. You're living the lifestyle. You got to keep living this dream. And then you never get a chance to actually rest. You never get a chance to actually have freedom. You never have any chance to actually live your purpose. But if you want to start doing that, it requires you to change your spending habits first. And in order to do that, you have to change the way you look at money. You got to change what your actual goals are. And you have to understand, right now, my goal is to become wealthy. And in order for me to become wealthy, I got to stop looking like I'm already wealthy. And that means I got to start using my money to make myself rich. I got to keep my money for myself. I got to start investing my money. And then you have to make that commitment and understand it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a few years before I really see any success with my investments, because investments take time to compound and grow. And I'm going to keep padding money into my investments month after month after month, year after year after year. Even when things are down, I'm going to keep putting my money into my investments. When things are up, I'm going to keep putting money into my investments. If things go down even more, maybe I'll invest even more aggressively. And you just keep sticking with this. Then, as you start seeing some growth, now you can make that decision. Do you want to start pulling some of that cash flow out to live your life? Or do you want to keep seeing it grow bigger and bigger? And then that's where it becomes up to you. When you have that wealth, you get to decide what you want to do with that wealth. But you got to build that wealth first. That way you can have the financial freedom to live your life the way you want, instead of just constantly spinning your wheels to play in that same rat race as everybody else. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you got to do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.